Here are the 6 steps to implement RPA within an enterprise. Step 1. Identify business processes to automate. Step 2. Attended versus autonomous bots. Step 3. Build an RPA proof of concept. Step 4. Build an automation COE, Center of Excellence. Step 5. Change management. Step 6. Takeaways to win in RPA implementation. Step 1. Identify business processes to automate. They are either repetitive or rule-based. 99% of organizations still spend considerable personal time doing repetitive manual tasks, with almost 3/4 or 74% spending over a quarter of their time doing so. Examples: data input and output, order and claims processing, and entering customer details into the customer database. Step 2. Attended versus autonomous. Unattended automation equals automation without human intervention, or as little human intervention as possible given the scenario or context. Actions in unattended automation are self-triggered by the automation robots themselves. Work is completed continuously in a batch mode model on a 24/7, 365 basis, can be accessed remotely via a number of interfaces or platforms. Employees have a greater capacity for collaboration and communication within an automation platform, which can help break down functional and communication silos. Attended automation equals automation with human intervention, most often housed within a specific department or workstation, which means access and automation features are limited to the employee currently engaging in a certain workflow in a specific workstation. Call center technicians must often toggle between multiple screens and interfaces when dealing with customer service issues. Attended automation allows them to engage with data, documents, or account information in real time to focus more on the customer. Step 3. Build an RPA proof of concept. A POC or proof of concept is required for organizations to determine whether processes are feasible technically. In this stage, organizations should carefully plan a process for the POC, considering all the different technologies and controls, both web and desktop, as well as a detailed review of the feasibility of current processes. Step 4. Build an automation COE or Center of Excellence. Why do we need it? Without it, companies face issues in running and maintenance of robots after some time. The initial build of robots usually seems to work out fine in most cases. However, often it is seen that not all automated processes were suitable for RPA in the first place. This will lead to low utilization of these robots. Also, maintenance may become an issue as the code of every robot is not based on agreed standards, but represents the individual programming style of each developer. What questions to ask when we build out COE? Well, some of the questions may be like, will our RPA services be built and delivered from a central expert team or a decentralized organization? Is our RPA team associated with business or IT? What are the main humans in RPA units? Example, data analysts, controller, and so on. How does RPA integrate with our IT and existing systems? What processes need to be developed to maximize efficiency of our RPA organization? How will we implement change management and internal qualification concept for every human worker? Things to do to set up Automation Center of Excellence. Infrastructure. Install and upgrade RPA tools, virtual machines, and so on. Centralization. of knowledge, information, etc., for employees to upskill and implement attended and unattended bots. Governance. Determine policies, control actions, resources, conflict resolution procedures, etc., which include scripting conventions in building bots. Security control. Determining systems that can be accessed by bots. Documentation. Marketing, version control, onboarding, build, test, monitor, control, upgrade steps for bots. RPA tool selection. Step 5, change management. Some questions to ask. How will work process change? How will skills requirements change? How will the organization change? Well, some of the steps to keep in mind is we start at the top. An RPA deployment's ultimate success, especially if it is enterprise-wide or global, requires the full cooperation and support of top-level staff and management. Frequent communication from leadership to ensure employees are fully informed about what is expected of them throughout the implementation process is essential to successful adoption. Fostering a culture of trust within the company will only further accelerate this adoption. 2. Make the formal case for change. Every RPA journey begins with a strong roadmap regarding the technical aspects and expected business outcomes, but a formal case for change is just as invaluable. This plan should include organizational and cultural aspects that can help employees understand the benefits of RPA, lessen their fears, and provide the guidance and support to help them cope with the organizational impacts. 3. Create ownership. For an RPA project, this requires ownership by leaders that will be deeply involved throughout the implementation process to determine functionality, monitor progress, and share in the responsibility and decision-making. 4. Engage in additional collaboration. As we allow robots to take over repetitive, boring tasks and move forward to more challenging roles that involve problem-solving, creativity, and interacting with customers, organizations need to think about how to provide employees with the support and training to succeed in their new roles. Step 6. Takeaways to win in an RPA implementation. IT partnership early and often. RPA is housed within business, but IT is involved every step of the way. Hidden costs analysis. IT infrastructure, resources, RPA consultants, new roles, and so on. Scalability mindset. Reusable workflows, version control, plan to implement and supervise a digital workforce. Key takeaways. RPA drivers across organization include labor arbitrage, companies' constant need to remain profitable, BPO, increasing employee job satisfaction and morale, and minimize IT infrastructure changes. Steps to implement RPA in an enterprise are: identify business processes to automate, attended and autonomous bots, building an RPA proof of concept, building an automation center of excellence, change management, and takeaways to win in RPA implementation. That